Hello my fellow crafters, welcome back to my channel. My name is David and today I'm going to be working with my latest release, Hinged to the Past, and I'm going to be making a journal spread. Well, one page in my journal. So let's switch the cameras and get started, shall we? I have so much fun with this release, let me tell you. My mess is still on my desk. That's another way to say it. My desk is still a mess from yesterday's live. I hope this goes out on Tuesday, I'm not sure. It might be Wednesday, so then it's the day before. But I did a live on Monday creating these two journals and I love them. So yeah, I'm going to be continuing on the grungy journey, but I'm also on a mission this year. I want to use more bright colors, which is scary for me, but I will do it. I can. So what I've got here is a piece of paper. This is just a piece of smoothie paper by Paper Artsy, and I've put gesso on that. The thick gesso. How do you call that? The heavy gesso. That's what it's called, heavy gesso. And because I wanted the texture, and it's the same gesso I used on this journal that inspired me. I thought, ooh, that's cool. So I'm going to use that, but instead of using paints on here, I'm going to use crayons. Crayons are a medium I don't use enough. I love it. Every time I'm playing with it, I love it. I've got them all, and I don't use them. So another mission for this year, use my crayons. And since I want to use more bright colors, that's what I'm going to do. So what I've got here is fossilized amber, yes, and festive berries. And what I'm going to do, very simple, is I'm just going to scribble, scribble, scribble in two places. And maybe here, like that. Just scribble. Put a good layer of that pigment on there. Then I'm going to take fossilized amber and I'm going to fill in the rest. So this is a very quick and easy one, I hope, because I have to cook dinner in a minute. So, so just like that, scribble the color on there. Now, it's really funny because this is water reactive, but nothing happens when you spray it. The magic will happen when you get your brush and start to move it. So, I'm just gonna activate that pigment first. See that? Get that nice and bright but warm yellow from fossilized amber. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in one direction and just smooth over, blending these colors together. Wipe off my brush and go from the other side. So these colors are blending, but you will still see the definition of the two colors. That's what I like. So I'm going to leave it at that. Just making sure I don't have any white edges. That's it. Don't do much more. So I'm just going to clean off this water, put my brush in the tub of water, and I'm going to dry that. Now, one of the questions I'm pretty sure that will come is, can you do this with ink? You can on paper, but not on gesso. Gesso sort of resists the pigment. Now, since there's a lot of pigment in the crayons, you can do it. But even then, I still see while drying, it's muting it a bit. If you would do this with an ink over gesso, no go. So that's why I love the grunge paste from Paper Artsy, but also the texture paste from Distress, because those are not gesso based. I also use the Dutch Doobadoo paste, texture paste a lot, but that one is gesso based, so the inks are absorbed more. You don't get the same reaction. That's why I love working with the grunge paste. But in this case, because I'm working with this, I can actually get away with using a gesso. And it's hot. I love these colors. See that? And for me this is bright. Now I did do the gesso up front just because it takes a long time to dry, because it's a thick layer, because I want that texture on there. But I just used a palette knife to apply it, fairly the same as my live yesterday. If you've missed that, it's on my channel, but it's the same way I applied that, but I love that texture it gives. So, okay, that's on there. I'm not going to do more texture on here. I'm just going to leave it as is. And I'm going to use a stencil from my latest release. This is a Flourish stencil from the Journal Stencil 6. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to spritz a bit of water. Just get my paper ready. Spritz a bit of water through that stencil. And pick up the color. No perfection. You see, I'm just taking off some of that color just to create another layer of texture on there. You know what? I'm going to try it with a baby wipe. Put some more moisture through there and then see if I can pick it up. Yes, I'm still picking up color, so that's good. Just be patient, not like me, Mr. Impatient. If there's a price for being impatient, that would be me. And it's not vital, this step, but I just want some texture on there. There you go, that's it. Same on this side. Yes, perfect. Dab off any excess water and dry that again. Next I'm taking ground espresso in archival and I'm just gonna ink up this corner stamp from, it's also in the latest release. Stamp that on a scrap piece of paper. And stamp that here in the corner. And I'm doing a second generation on purpose because I don't want this to be perfect on there. I just want texture. There we go. See that? It's on there, but not in your face. I'm getting to like archival inks more and more, to be honest. I hated them in the beginning, but for background stamping like this, I'm really starting to like them. And there we go, there. Beautiful, beautiful. So next I'm going to take my text, my number stamp, stamp that off, and again, just for texture purposes, like that. There we go. That's it. Just see all the layers of texture that are on there. Love that. Right, next I'm going to take my scorched timber and I'm going to ink all around this piece. Grunge up the edge. Now I've used a decal edge trimmer to trim this piece of paper to size. Nice and grungy. I want to pull this together a bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spritz a bit of ink on that brown. Give that a blast with the heat tool, and I'm just gonna lift off a bit of ink and then completely dry it. But that pulled it all together. Loving this. So here is the page that I want to use it. I've made this one the other day. I want to do it on this side, so I need to make sure that this is, my hinge is going to go over it so it fits nicely. I just like that element there, so I'm not going to cover that. So let me glue this one down and then we will finish it up. I'm just sort of lining it up. I have to pick it up, sorry. Making sure it's lined up nicely. That's fine. Then I'm going to put some glue on my hinge and press that one down. So what I've got here are tons of butterflies that I've cut out from the shielded window die set. There's this die plate that cuts out 3 butterflies in one go, and I'm just gonna glue them. I'm just gonna glue them here in the center, and I know it's going to be in my journal, and I know it's going to be flattened out again, but it's just the fact that I know it's there, the dimension. I like that. So just no rhyme or reason. I'm not going to be too fussed about shapes and making sure that they're all laid out differently. I'm just going to look at what is pleasing to my eye. There we go. I like that. Now I've left some place here in the middle for my sentiment. That's going to be there. Remember to play. So I'm just going to ink around that. This sentiment is cut with the journal phrases with a die plate from this same release. So if you want to take advantage of that, if you watch this today, Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't know, yeah, there's a buy it all bundle on the Elizabeth Craft Designs page, so take advantage of that, or support your local retailer because they have got beautiful offers as well. So there we go. Now this all needs to dry, of course, a bit. I'm just pressing it down a bit. I love that. Look at that. How much fun is that? But I'm not done yet. What I'm going to do, just let me see if this works. Sometimes when you have an idea in your head, it doesn't always work. Yes. I'm going to use these gel pens. These are Deco Gel Star Sparks. And these are pretty cool. They're by Karen markers. And I'm just going to color in the bodies and a bit of an outline like that. So body and a bit of an outline. So these are gel pens. These show up on black, so that's pretty nice for these kind of things. So that's the orangey one. Let's go to the pinky one. So color the body and just create a bit of an outline there. See that? It's fun. I like it. I like it a lot. There we go. That's that. And then just one more orange one. Just want to make sure this is dry because it's the gel pen. Can take a while to dry as well. So and there you have it. This is the final page. Love it. So let's get my journal out, which is nice and dry now. And I'm just going to place this one in there. So there it is in my journal. It always looks better in the journal, right? So that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I love this. It was fun and so easy to do. Yeah, loved it. So if you liked it too, give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel for more fun videos like this. This was it for today. Thank you for joining me. I'd love to see you for the next one. Bye.